Hi students, so we are in this project now. We are going to have classes using this kind of situation. So we are going to, I'm going to transmit some classes for you using the video. So I hope you have a better way or you enjoy this kind of classes. And if you have some questions about or if you have some doubt about our class, you can send me some message on WhatsApp, and we can of course talking about the problem. So we are on book 3. So the book 3, the most essential thing we have, it is the perfects. So we have the present perfect, we have the past perfect, and we have the future perfect. We had this class before and I explained everything for you, but some students have too much difficulty about this term because it's not easy. It is the hardest thing of English we can see. So this class, this video, we are going to discuss, and of course I'm going to elucidate or explain better how to use the present perfect. So going to our class, so you can see here present perfect. It is used, we normally use this to express sentences or actions or situation who start in the past and continue happen in the present. But we can start sentences or action in the past, but the action close in the past, and even this way we use the present perfect. So one of the most important thing in present perfect, and every student who study English here in Brazil or Spain or Italy or Japan have the most difficult to understand. The most problem of the present perfect is the verb. The verb, we have here a situation. The verb can be regular. Oops. So here, return. So here. The verb can be regular or the verb can be irregular. We saw many situations use the verb regular, irregular, regular, irregular. So remember when you talked about on book 1 about regular verbs and irregular verbs in a simple past. That's it, the same problem. So now we are going to use another verb. We call them the third part of the verb. The third part of the verb here is the past participle. So we have the verb in infinitive form. So verb to go, verb to speak, verb to drive, verb to work, dance, sleep, and read. So here you can see the verb go, speak, drive, sleep, read are strong, are totally black, and the verb work and dance is not strong. It's a normal way, okay? Why I'm giving this emphasis here? Because the verb go, speak, drive, sleep, and read, all these verbs, they are irregular, and the verb work and dance, as you can see here, both are regular verbs, and that's the difference between them. Look at this. When we're talking about simple present, or simple past, sorry, the verb have this kind of changes, but now we are not going to use the simple past. We are going to use the past participle, because the past participle express sentences using the present perfect. So it's important to understand who was the simple past for us. We use the simple past when we talking about in a sentences, use the simple past. But now we are going to use another kind of sentences. So in this way we are going to use the past perfect. Oh teacher, how works the verb regular, irregular? Remember this? This material came from your book on book 1, and I told you, be careful with this document, because here we are going to use it on book 1, on book 2, or in a book 3. And this is the moment we are going to use in a book tree. So we need to pay attention, because when you're talking about the verbs, so we say the verb, then we say the simple past form, but we are going to use the past participle. Look at this. So the verb go, we use a gone. Speak, spoken. Drive, driven. Sleep, slept. Read, read. Work is a regular verb. Worked, don't change it. So the most of the verbs are regular, but there is a small group of verbs, and this small group, it is irregular. So you need to be careful with the regular verbs and the irregular verbs. Okay, so you need to practice too much to understand what is regular, what's irregular, what's regular, and what is irregular. Nice. So here the verb dance, it's a regular verb, and just put danced. So here, as you can see, the first image here, this image, the verbs, the most of the verbs are regular, but there are some of groups, and these verbs of a group, it is irregular. So here in the black part, you can see the irregular verbs. Nice. So some irregular verbs even change their right mode, but we need to pay attention the sound. This example is like here, for example, the verb read. They don't change how you write the verb read, but the sound change. So here, read in a present moment, read in a past moment, and the past participle, read again. So the sound change, but the write doesn't change. Okay? Next, we are going to see the structure. How we can write our sentences with confidence, right mode. So here we have three forms: affirmative, negative, and interrogative. So here we have the three sentences. In affirmative form, we need to put our subject, and here there is an interaction with the subject. With my subject, it is I, you, we, they. I use have. He, she, it has. Remember? Simple present. So here are again. So there is interaction with the subject, and then we put the verb, but the verb now we need to put in past participle, and then a complement. I give this icon here because we need to remember if the verb it is regular or irregular. Nice. So in negative form, it is different. We have the subject, have and has. There is interaction with the subject. Don't forget this. So there is interaction, and then we put the word not, verb in past participle, and then complement. And to finish this, we have have or has, but now to make questions in an interrogative form, we are going to start our sentences use have or has, and the relation with the subject continue. So you carry on this have or has, depend of the subject, and then put a verb with past participle and complement. Now you can see some examples to see. First, we are going to see affirmative sentences. For example, I have worked a lot in this project. I use have because my subject is have. You worked, it is a regular verb, so I just put ed on the final. Nice. So I have worked a lot in this project. So now when you are going to use a third person, Tim has. So now I have changed the word have to has, and the verb tried, it is a regular verb. I just put ed on the final. So Tim has tried too much to open this door. So a long time ago, or I don't know, I'm not sure about the time, if a long time in the past or in a short time of the past. So Tim the Tim has tried too much to open this door. So he make a long time trying to open the door and can't open the door. Another one open the door. So Tim has tried too much to open this door. Nice. So I use the verb has because it's the third person, Tim. And then I put the verb with past participle. It is a regular verb, just I put ed on the final, and the complement. Good? Another in negative, two sentences negative. So, we haven't. Oh, teacher, it's possible to make a connection, an abbreviation of have and has and not? Yes, look at this. I have with not. I take have and not and put together, and then become haven't. This is not incorrect, okay? But you are going to use the haven't only in present perfect. It's important to remember, okay? So, hasn't the same. Good? So, this is totally normal to use. So, look at this. We haven't gone to travel because of coronavirus problem. So, we haven't gone to travel because of, here we can see a separation with the verb to, but the principal verb is go. Go, it is an irregular verb, so change it to gonna or to gone. So we haven't gone to travel because of coronavirus problem. Good. Here, Amanda hasn't read. Look at this. Be careful with the verb read. The sound when the verb read go to the past, it's become read, like color, read. So Amanda hasn't read the whole book in this semester. Good. Amanda hasn't read the whole book in this semester. And here we have two sentences in interrogative form. Have you given classes a long time ago? So the verb give, it is irregular and changed to given in past participle. Have you? So as you can see here, I start with the sentences in interrogative. I start the sentences with have or has. Look at this. Have you given classes a long time ago? Has Brian told you about Martha's boy? Has Brian told you about Martha's boy? So that is the present perfect, one of the most difficult things to understand. And if you have some questions about the present perfect, you can talk to me on WhatsApp, and even if the problem persists, we can make a video class by conference video on internet. Good? So, see you in the next video. Goodbye.